Hi everyone, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks, and today we've got the pleasure of watching Julius 17 playing in the T-150, the Tier 6 Soviet heavy tank. And I have to notice, Julius, what is this weak clan you're in, buddy? You're going to have to try and sort that out, right? So today's video, I have to admit, is going to be a little bit shorter, and there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, my last two videos have been 25 to 30 minute tank preview marathons, and it's not because I'm tired of making them. I guess it's because maybe some of you don't sit there and want to watch that kind of long-winded commentary on the statistics constantly on this channel. And also today I have been digging around in all of my boxes and moving my stuff to a new place. If you didn't know, I've kind of bought a new house, and my first ever. It's an absolutely fantastic experience right now, really enjoying it. And just take a look at some of these beauties that I've been digging out of boxes. I've seen my Commodore 64, so many games on that, Elite, Laser Squad, Whizball, Creatures, Turrican, the list goes on, and there's a load of other consoles as well. I've got a Dreamcast down there at N64. If you want to see some retro streams this holidays, then let me know, and maybe I'll try and feature some YouTube videos on the titles as well, just show off some of my favorites. And so yeah, that's been taking up a lot of my time. But today I watched this replay on What Replays, and I just had to feature it because Julius has a stunning game here. Now, a lot of people I noticed on my previous AMX M440, not 45, 54 video were saying, "Oh, QuickyBaby, why did you go through the valley? Now all of the noobs are going to go there," or whatever. But do you know what? Going through the valley, if you're in a heavy tank and you've got a decent turret and a decent gun and there's no artillery on the enemy team, can be a very viable option. You're going to see what Julius is able to do here. Now, also keep in mind that the opponents are allowing Julius to just go full auto into their lower plate while they are shooting vehicles behind him. So Julius is kind of like team have really been the meat shield for him to pick up now 1,830 damage in this vehicle. And one of the special things about the T-150, or should I say pretty much the main special thing about this tank, apart from all-round good armor, is this 107mm main armament, which has allowed Julius to pick up 3 kills, one on, or a couple of them on equal tier tanks. This is the same gun that's on the KV-5, a tier 8 Soviet premium heavy tank. But then again, when you do mount this gun on that tank, it gets a crazy rate of fire, and also it has the worst penetration of any tier 8 tank in the game, I believe. But to have it at tier 6, it's an absolute joy to play, and so that allows you to trade just very, very effectively indeed. And as we can see, the armor on this tank holds up very well indeed. 100mm on the front of the turret, 90mm on the side, and also on the front of the vehicle. And so if you angle well, and Julius is going to show you just how to do that later on in this gameplay, then you can have some fantastic results in this tank. So Julius takes around there from the SU-100, very obvious where he is, considering he was last spotted there, and he just shot Julius from that location. So surely, Julius, you don't want to push through this alleyway to go after that M4. Look, the enemies are going to be flanking around the east. And let me highlight why a lot of people, I guess, didn't like the fact that I drove through the valley in a vehicle which has, I guess, good turret armor, good gun depression. In fact, I've seen more gigantic games in Swedish autoloading heavy tanks with their fantastic turrets along this part of the map on Lakeville than I think any other map combined. But I guess it's the case that if you push through here, it's really slow because the ground resistances are horrific. And then even if you get towards the enemy's cap circle, then it's really easy to defend the cap circle, either the north or the south, from this location here or from this location here, even with shots from back here and shots from back here. So with T-67 comes around the corner, one of the most powerful tanks tier for tier in the game. Oh, it looks like it's a bit of a seal clubber that just got shot down by Julius. And there's a KV-1S, the tier 5 Soviet heavy, that bounces a heat round off the front of Julius's tank. He sets him on fire, but the KV-1S extinguishes the blaze. And the T-37 tries to flank around, but Julius nails him. And that is his first kill in the 1 versus 7 situation. Now the KV-1S, having bounced a heat round, loses high explosive, but it's unable to damage Julius sufficiently to be able to take him out of the game. Now down to 136 hit points, he's changed his 1 versus 7 into a 1 versus 5. The M4 is behind him, the Stuk 4 is in front. He fires an armor. What a roll! 360 damage, that is a plus 20% roll. RNG smiles upon Julius, guided by style, and all of those terms that World of Tanks players love to throw around here. 360 out of 300 to shut down that Stuck 4. Wow, that is a crazy result there. T67 tries to flank around. Not quite 360 this time, but look what Julius does. He makes use of this dead ELC. He gets his butt to the ELC. He's angling his armor, his rear armor for the tank, and now he's getting engaged by 2 different targets to the front. And I love what Julius does. He aligns his vehicle in a way so that he is angled for both of them. Shuts down the ELC AMX. He's defending himself from multiple directions now. This is some kind of like Wing Chun kind of martial arts shenanigans going on. And Julius now on 10 kills, bounces the M4 twice, puts 1 round into him, and when you got 300 alpha, you don't have to shoot tanks very much. The M4 looks behind like, please SG-100, save me. But maybe he should have been sticking his gun round to the front. There you go, 11 kills, 4,748 damage dealt in just under 6 minutes. Wow, what a non-stop, frantic, frenetic game so far for Julius, but he's still going to have to handle that SU-100, and as we clearly saw, that SU-100 earlier was using the 100mm gun, so that's going to have better accuracy, aim time, fair enough lower alpha damage, but when you're on 38 hit points it doesn't matter. So the SU comes round. Julius unfortunately misses, whizzing straight over the tier 6 Soviet tank destroyer. The SU-100 advances towards him. It is neck and neck right now. It's sudden death. Julius doesn't fully aim the shot. Luckily the SU-100 misses. Will it be third time lucky, or is it going to be third striking out right now? Is it going to be a heartbreak? No, it's not. Julius shuts him down, securing his 4,880 damage and taking down one of the best low tier carries and just a high impact low tier carry that I have seen in absolutely ages. 6.5 minutes of pure fireworks and a roller coaster in this replay. So Julius 17 nails an ace tanker in the T150, and unsurprisingly so, considering he got 2,115 base experience points, a pause medal for those 12 kills, a one that everybody wants, the Kolobanos medal for standing alone against at least 5, in this case 7, a Spartan medal for ricocheting around with less than 10% of his hit points, a steel wall, and this was actually a very big steel wall, 3,555 damage blocked. That's like nearly 4 times the hit points of this vehicle, the starting hit points, and a high caliber for a damage total that would make a tier 10 tank driver happy. And one of my favorite things about this replay is it was as pure as it could get. No premium rounds used, although this does have a very nice penetration for tier 6, so 70k profit. Julius, what a cracking game. Thank you so much for uploading this on the What Replays website. When I saw it today, I knew I had to feature it. Gotta love those 1 versus 7s, and thank you for putting my name in the title to get my attention, but I have to admit, it's not an E, it's a Y, but I'm gonna let you off that, buddy. Next, a bit of an Easter egg, I guess. Maybe some of you who like the routine of my videos will be surprised how I introduce this, and that's because I'm adhering to Julius's request, where he says, "QuickyBaby, please don't say hey guys." Well, okay, Julius, I think I nailed it, but I can't promise you that I'm going to make that the new intro to the videos. And I actually really like this tradition. This is pretty cool. If you upload any replays on What Replays, feel free to send me a request, but I just don't promise you that I'm going to fulfill it, especially if it's kind of like, hey, can you send me a TV? Or maybe you can like take my mum out for dinner. Let's not go there. Keep it short and sweet, like this replay, and I'll see what I can do. And I just noticed one absolutely awful thing about this t-shirt. Oh my god. When my hoodie is closed up like this, apparently it is Independence Day Power P. Oh dear, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to unsee that. I'm going to have to get rid of it. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed the video today. Have a lovely midweek, enjoy whatever you get up to, and I'm going to go rummage around in the garage some more. And so as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.